and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147. Yes, I have my fluffy jumper on with the part that I've not dealt with yet. Makes me feel like you guys have lived this so much and I've never dealt with it that I should deal with it while on camera. I didn't even think about it until I put the camera on, but it's cold here today as I'm filming this. So this is one of my favourite very warm jumpers or cardigans, sorry, to just throw on. So let's tie the end of this off so that I can trim it off without getting it all unravelled. And then I can trim these little bits off and hopefully we can all sleep easier tonight. Anybody's been watching this channel for a while, those little bits have been driving all of us up the wall. But I'm in the right place when I actually have my scissors near me. There we go, ba-bump. There's bobbles on this. Look, this is years old, this cardigan, but it's a firm in-house favourite. So, okay, on to today's video. Now we've got rid of that little bit of niggly sticking out more than the rest is part of my cardigan. It is time to put away the diamonds from my purple tiger. So I do have it here. I'm going to put the diamonds away and then I will show you purple tiger finished before it gets sent off to Grey Legrand. She has absolutely loved the painting, so I said that I am more than happy to gift it to her because otherwise it would just go in my display book. So I would rather go to a home where it is going to be truly loved than sit in the display book. So what I've decided to do, because I have put these in an order that makes sense to me, so alphabet followed, was there any numbers? No, alphabet followed by symbols. They are no longer in a DMC order. While I only have 2 boxes of round diamonds, because I do tend to do a lot more squares in general, though I enjoy rounds as well, I tend to have more squares. I thought, let's just pull both of them out because we're talking 2, not 4, and pop them away in order. So it was really nice to work on a small one. Again, I've not done a 30 by 40 for quite a while. Quite a long while really since I've done a small one. So it was nice to sort of, even though I mainly did it on whip and waffles, I still felt like it got done quite quickly. And if I'd have worked on it in an evening as well, I'm sure it would have been finished even quicker than it was by just doing it over a few whip and waffles. But somebody did mention, I may end up bringing this up again in a future video. I can't remember if it was actually on a whip and waffle or if it was on my latest kitting up of my large painting, large painting that ended up being not so large when I kitted up the Kaiser Koala. I used my decision wheel to choose what painting I was doing. And somebody mentioned that they actually have 2 decision wheels themselves. Well, they have more than one, sorry. They have more than 2 even. But they use 2 to decide what painting they're doing. They have a decision wheel that chooses what type of painting they're doing. So in the instance of my stash, I could potentially have a decision wheel that said large round, small round, large square, small square. And they use that decision wheel to choose what type of painting they're doing. And then they go to the decision wheel for that type to choose what specific painting they're doing. And I rather like that idea. I was going on the basis of to do a round, because it's been a while since I've done a large round. And I do get a bit of a sense of achievement with a round painting, because they do get done quicker than a square. So I get the win, should we say. And my initial thought, I think, was if my decision wheel of my large paintings, if it picked one of my very large ones, so, you know, your 60 by 80 size paintings type thing, then I would have gone for a small square one after it. So I'd have done a big one followed by, in effect, a smaller one. Because it picked a smaller round painting, it's actually under 50 by 40. Or is it under? Yeah, it's under 50 by 40. It's one of the smallest ones that I class a large painting because it lives in its box. Yeah, I thought next time I'll do a large square. But I actually kind of like the idea of the decision wheel deciding whether I do a large one or a small one, and whether it's round or whether it's square. I could potentially weigh the decisions. So in my app that I use, which is Tiny Decisions, you can actually have like a certain weight to each selection. So you can say, you know, for every 2 times you choose this one, you should choose this one only once, sort of give them a ratio as to how heavy they are. I think it will, I'm not sure if it actually divides the wheel of the chart into a percentage, so it's actually bigger. Anyway, you can sort of weigh them in favour of a few. So I could, you know, pop in a weight for them according to how many I have, or I could just do all 4 and maybe put in a free section. So if it picks the free section, I go for one I've felt I've not done for a while. Maybe. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. I haven't yet started, as I'm filming this, I haven't yet started on Koala. I actually haven't had chance to do any diamond painting recently. It was launch week and weekend before last. So last week was launch chaos. Whenever it is launch, we do spend a day, sometimes 2, but definitely at least 1 day at the weekend prepping for the launch. Ooh, new colour. Especially making sure that things are, you know, enough cover paper is ready, enough stickers are ready, all that sort of stuff. So we print out a list of orders. We download a report of the orders and go by those numbers sort of on a Saturday afternoon, and prepare anything that may be low. So anything that we make ourselves, if stock isn't high enough, or if we've sold an extra specially big amount, then we'll prepare all of those. But what we do find is that orders keep coming in, of course, over the weekend and on the Monday, Tuesday when I'm packing. And so sometimes we still haven't got enough stuff prepped. So I tend to prep on a weekend. I then pack on a Monday, and then I tend to spend Monday evening after the post has been collected doing more prep. Then I pack on the Tuesday, and then I tend to do more prep / tidying up from any mess I've made on the evening. So I don't tend to get to diamond paint very much when it's launch time. And then I have things like admin to catch up on and all the rest of it. So it's always entertaining. So yeah, so I've not, all that to say, I haven't started koala yet, diamond painting wise. But I would love to know your thoughts ready for when koala is finished, when it does get to the point that I've finished him. So that I know whether I'm doing a large square or whether I just have a decision wheel happy day and let the decision wheel choose what type of painting I'm going to do next, and then in turn what painting. It's kind of exciting to sort of not know what you're going to do. Maybe I could put in that decision wheel as well, oldest painting. And therefore it will either pick large square, small square, large round, etc., or the oldest painting in that group set. Or what I could do is still keep one decision wheel to choose what type of painting, but then in each painting group, so in my list of, say, large square paintings, I actually have an option for the oldest painting in there. And if it chooses that, I will look at my logbook as to which is my oldest painting, and that's the one I'll kit up. That's the one I think I'm favouring too, because then we definitely get to spin the decision wheel twice. 2 different decision wheels. But yeah, random topic for today. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below on the extra decision wheel. Do you think it's a good idea? So I kind of like it. If it ends up picking the same thing on multiple times, it might frustrate me and I might decide not to bother. And do you also like the idea of me adding the option of the oldest diamond painting that I have in any particular section? And if it chooses that, I will of course do the oldest. But yeah, random thoughts for today's breakdown video, which isn't a long one because it is a round with not that many colours. But I love hearing what you guys think and what you guys enjoy watching, because at the end of the day, yes, I'm the one doing the diamond painting, but also you guys are the ones watching. And sometimes it's nice for, you know, me to test out these things and see how they work and see if I enjoy them and give you feedback over time so that you can decide whether something like that is something you'd like to do. Okay, I was mid-waffle, but I do have a new, waffly chatty, I do have a new colour for my rounds. So I'm going to pop that one in. It is 3840. And this is where I can never find a standard ballpoint pen. I do have one in my diamond painting pouch, but I tend to go for my little pot. So 3840, I already have it in squares. I can now add that I have it in rounds as well. So we can take that sticker off. My logbook has already been updated with my tiger being completed. I do the rest of my logbook updates, I do them all on a monthly basis. I find it a lot easier than doing it like per video. To be honest, I'm likely to miss some out and forget some, whereas monthly I have a bit of a system that I'm sort of able to go through and check that I've got them all. I like to clean all my bottles when I de-kit, just so that the next time I go to open this, whenever that may be, it looks beautiful. Never looks like the day I bought it, but as long as it looks pretty, I'm all good. I've got a floating diamond there, so that can go. So I've gone over the tops of the bottles with Goo Gone just to get the last of any sticker residue. Have this lovely ratty cloth, and then I like to wipe over it with a dry part of the cloth just to make sure there's nothing left. Every now and then, and I do seem to be doing it a lot this year, I like to take out the insert just so that I can check whether there's any rogue diamonds in the bottom. In this case there's only one, so maybe I did it last time. Just spotted some more paper bits. There we go. One case ready for going back on my shelf for whenever the next kit will be. And we get to see Purple Tiger in all his glory before he goes on his travels. Just tip the stickers and diamonds into my rubbish pot rather than using my floor. But here he is. He was from Fansells. He's a really old one. I've had him for years and years. But yeah, it's nice to have been able to get him done. He's a bit of a looker, isn't he? I do have a piece of, there we go, a piece of pipe lagging. Oh, that's nearly the perfect size. If I was cutting it off the full roll, I would probably cut it a little bit shorter. I don't normally put my small paintings on any sort of roll, but this one is travelling to the other side of the world, so I feel like he does need that protection. And if I roll diamonds out, then he's going to be as protected as he can be. I will probably put him in a clear plastic bag as well, but they are in the space with the shop. But yeah, say bye-bye to Mr. Tiger. He's going off to Grey Legrand, and I've just found a diamond attached to my thumb. Has that come off here? That would be entertaining if I've lost a diamond already, and it will definitely assure me that it needs to go in a bag. I don't think I have. Okay, Grey Legrand, if you do find you're missing a diamond, I have it. In fact, no, I'm going to pop it on the side of here in case one is missing. I can't see it missing. I think it's probably just one that stayed stuck on my hand after cleaning up, because I'm definitely not seeing where it would go. But anyway, I've popped it on the side, and you do have the key in case any do become dislodged in transport. But I will pop it inside a bag, so we should be good. But anyway, that is another job done. I actually, at this time, don't have any diamond paintings that need de-kitting. I'm sure that will change. I'm very close to finishing the Paint Gem mini set, so it may be that I have another one in the next couple of weeks. But I'm caught up from Christmas and all the de-kitting, which is amazing. I have my AB diamonds to sort in a future video, because I did get a batch from Fansells, so I do want to have a little sort out of those and how I store them, but that will be in the upcoming weeks. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.